What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Smallville review. So if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated. I have put up my Crisis on Earth X trailer number DOS review and breakdown on my channel as well, featuring a evil version of good old Oliver Queen, as well as the post-credit scenes for Justice League. So if you want to enjoy that, there are some spoilers, obviously, including that. But also, if you're new to the channel, a like on the video is super appreciated. And if you're new, a subscribe with notifications on, smash it at the bottom, is, well, mega appreciated. So, Supergirl was, yeah, it was actually a really good episode. And that makes me out to be a huge hypocrite here, because I have been critical of the show this season. Now, it has been a good season. I'm not discounting the fact that it has been a good season. It's just the fact I would like, you know, more Supergirl. And funnily enough, this is a bit more like Smallville this season, where really it's about the main character's life outside of their super persona. Which, yeah, you can do that. And this episode was actually particularly really good, as we took an insight into the family and the history of the Danvers family, which I really did like. I like the fact they went back. I found it weird that they had John John's car as well. I would have thought that they both would have a car perhaps, but I guess National City is supposed to be LA, and I guess, do people drive in LA? I don't actually know. I assume it's a bit like London, where, well, no one drives whatsoever and just gets the tube. But they are off to Midvale, their home, and that is it. They go and meet, obviously the mother is there, and we have a flashback. And most of this episode barely even has Shyla Lee or Melissa Benoist. That's it. We don't have them really at all throughout the whole episode. We have their younger versions, which I really liked. I thought it was an interesting way of doing things. There are many notable kind of episodes of TV shows, especially genre television, where the main characters actually aren't in the show. One of the major ones, I would say, is the Don't Blink episode of Doctor Who, where we had the Doctor in literally a video, and that was it. And yeah, that's really cool. I liked what they did there with this. We got a mystery at the heart of their kind of sisterhood, and we see the sort of origins maybe of Supergirl wanting to do good for people. That's terrible English, I'm very sorry, but you get what I mean. This is the origins of her wanting to help people, and it's interesting to see that Alex kind of threw her under the bus somewhat, which I thought was really weird. I thought it would have been the reverse, maybe. I would have thought that, but yeah, I guess the alien girl, it will feel out of place in a human high school, considering she has already been to a Kryptonian school. So there is that, and arguably that is what makes Supergirl possibly more interesting than Superman, in the fact that she grew up on Krypton. She knew she had a life. She knew Krypton well. She had a nice childhood there, and then, well, the planet blew up. So that's going to put a spanner in the works for anyone's life. So she actually went on, and she obviously landed on Earth. So she's kind of experimenting here. And this was a Smallville episode. This to me screamed Smallville. We had a kind of story of the week, or as they call them, like freaks of the week. There wasn't really a freak of the week. I expected some kind of weird meta to be to blame for this murder of Ken Lee, and well, it was nice to see Kara interact with a fellow loner. I did find the motivation, or not the motivation, but I found that Ken is a bit weird, and the fact that he was grassing on the jock for smoking pot, and that's what led him to be bullied. It's like, dude, it's just weed. Seriously, calm down. And when the murder was actually mentioned, and the jock was like, hey, somebody killed Kenny. I was like, dude, like, they killed Kenny from South Park was old in 2007. Like, 10 years ago, that was old. It was old in 2001. So yeah, I thought that was really weird to see. But this episode was really fun, and I actually maybe want my own spin-off. I want some webisodes perhaps webisodes. Wow, I'm old. But I want some spin-off episodes of the Danvers kids, the mystery of the Danvers kids. I think that'd be a lot of fun to see, to be honest. So moving forward, I would like to see more of these flashbacks, to be honest. And weirdly, this is the kind of episode which I hate, which is really pure unadulterated filler. But it was nice to see these origins. We did sort of get Supergirl in parts, and it did feel like I said, a very early Smallville episode. Now, Smallville. What is going on here? So, what was really funny is that Kara just casually mentions, oh yeah, Clark's got a friend. His friend is called Chloe, and she has the Wall of Weird. Who could that be? Well, it's Chloe Sullivan. Chloe Sullivan from Smallville, who was the Felicity Smoke of Smallville. And now, I have been a bit of a truther. I have predicted that they will bring Chloe into one of these shows at some point. Personally, I predicted Legends of Tomorrow. I was wrong, but maybe Supergirl is actually the better fit. Now, Tom Welling, he's said that he would love to be in the Arrowverse, but he would want to be on The Flash. Now, Chloe Sullivan on Supergirl, that would be cool. Especially considering she was, wanted to be a journalist and things like that. Seeing her pop up, perhaps, at Catco Worldwide would be really awesome. And they mention Chloe Sullivan. So if you haven't seen Smallville and you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, Chloe Sullivan was actually one of the childhood friends of Clark Kent in Smallville, the TV show. And they sort of had almost a spark and things like that. It was weird. I didn't really like her at the time, to be honest. But the fact that this exists here, well, this makes sense. This does make sense. And perhaps Smallville actually exists over here in this universe. And we hear the mention of Lex Luthor as well. So maybe the timing is a bit off. So in 2007, Superman is flying around. He wasn't Superman for ages. So the timing is just a bit off there. So I'm not sure if that works or if this is just simply they're going to introduce these characters in for some reason and kind of ignore the Smallville timeline, perhaps. That'd be quite cool. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think we will see more Smallville characters and actors on the show? But overall, I really, really did enjoy this episode. I thought it was a hell of a lot of fun. It was just a nice thing. It was just, nice. Really just kind of twee and, fun. It was just that's all really I could say about this episode. Even though it was just pure filler, which I expected when they said that they were going back to Midvale. Now, it's quite telling as well that John Johns kind of portrayed the mother of Kara, again, the Lois Lane from Smallville. She has been recast, so more Smallville connections, but he's driving off in the car, so I'm not sure if the mother of Alex's mother and Kara's adopted mother actually knew who that really was, if that was she knew it was a fake version of Hank Henshaw. So yeah, I'm not too sure on that. But that was a good episode, so please do drop a like if you enjoyed the episode. And lastly, we've got the trailer for next week, so I'm going to play that now.
Past couple of months when I dream, I see Mon-El.
God, it's unreal.
It's incredible.
You have to learn more about the ship Mon-El was on.
Why did you wake up?
How is he breathing?
Those and the other changes.
Are they dangerous? You're different. Is it not you?
It's me.
They make me believe it.
Supergirl, all new episode Monday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
So that's pretty big there. I hope you enjoyed that trailer as much as me. We've got Mon-El back. Now, I'm going to accept it. Mon-El had to come back. He really had to come back because I want the Legion of Superheroes. So I'm very excited to see the Legion of Superheroes in this show, and I think it's going to be awesome to see them in here, and it's going to be huge because really it's going to be cool that Supergirl actually needs some help to take down Reign, because she's actually been quite decent in taking things down, and she didn't even need Superman's help to take down the last lot of villains. So a lot of fun here. I expect they're going to unleash, kind of get people out of each pod I think that Mon-El will actually get out of his pod, go away and come back to National City. And then week by week we'll have a different person unleashed out of one of these pods, and we'll get to introduce them, different versions of the Legion of Superheroes, and eventually they will help Supergirl take down Reign. So that's just kind of my predictions there as to what they're going to be doing with that. However, that is it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.